Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Kai Lavelle once more. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like the videos, and share the knowledge. As we all know, there's a lot of hate going on in America right now, especially with ICE, the political shooting. We don't need to say any names, or do we? But it's just crazy. And a lot of times when these young men are crashing out, they're under the age of 30. Have you noticed that? On top of that, these are a large group of men that are non-select. What I mean is these guys look like, pedophiles. They just look weird. They just look like basement dwellers. Too much time on the internet. They don't go outside and touch grass. They don't work out. None of that stuff. They come from well-off families. So money's not an issue, but for some reason, they just can't get right. But now let's go ahead and roll the latest update of what we know about the ICE shooting. Let's go ahead. Let's go.
Because the FBI says the suspect in yesterday's deadly shooting at a Dallas ICE facility was targeting law enforcement. However, no law enforcement officials were actually hit. 3 detainees at that facility were shot. One of them was killed. The Department of Homeland Security has ordered an immediate increase in security at ICE facilities across the country.
Well, he doesn't have target skills, obviously, because instead of getting his intended target, he got the wrong target. What's wrong with people? It's like, so basically this man is not used to going out and touching grass. But it's like, either way, what he did was wrong, whether the target was the ICE police themselves or the detainees. Either way, it's wrong. And it's like, you're by yourself. What do you think you're gonna do? You're not Superman. You're a super loser.
Now, the 29-year-old suspect fired multiple shots toward the building from a nearby rooftop. Officials say he used ammunition that had anti-ICE messages written on it. You can see that on your video there. He then turned the gun on himself, and that suspect died at the scene. CBS News correspondent Omar Villafranca is joining us live from Dallas right now. Omar, thank you for your time. What more do we know about the suspect in this case?
Well, we're learning very slowly about the suspect, 29-year-old Joshua John. We understand that investigators have been going through a home in Fairview, Texas, just north of here in Collin County, and in Oklahoma as well. And it's worth noting the FBI director, Kash Patel, just put a social media post about how they are going through his devices and have searched those houses that we just mentioned, looking for information. And this is some of what he posted. He said that the suspect downloaded documents for DHS facilities in the Dallas County area. Also said he conducted multiple searches of ballistics and the Charlie Kirk shot video. Also mentioned that he was looking at apps that track ICE movements. As you know, ICE operations have been going on across the country, not just here in Texas, but in different parts of the country. Yeah. He also mentioned that one of the handwritten notes recovered read, and I'm quoting here, hopefully this will give ICE agents real terror to think, is there a sniper with AP rounds on that roof? If people aren't familiar with AP rounds, that stands for armor-piercing rounds. They're heavier, dense core rounds. This is not something that you can, listen, I live in Texas, so you kind of know the gun laws and everything. You can't go into a regular gun store and buy AP rounds. They're not readily available like that. There's a lot of restrictions in getting them, but they're not something you can just go buy any day. Another thing that Kash Patel said, further accumulated evidence points to a high degree of pre-planning this attack. So again, we're trying to find out a little bit more about the motive. Obviously seems clear. If there's anti-ICE on there, we want to wait for investigators also to say an official motive. But the question is why? What led to this shooting to come up here in Dallas, right off I-35, and shoot into a van?
Yeah, sound like he had too much time on his hands. It's like you got to be bored as hell to plot and plan this shit out. It's like you don't have much going on in your life if you're plotting shit out like this. I call this the basement dwellers. These are guys that have social issues. And a lot of times these guys, let's just be real. These guys don't get enough attention from women. Let's just be real. They not getting no pussy. Select men don't do this type of things. And the funny thing is, they try to make it like we're the problem. No, we're not the problem. They are. It's sad. We're not the ones shooting up everything. we'll shoot you over a bag of weed or come after your grandma or something, but we're not gonna go and shoot up a school or some kind of compound over some emotional shit. When we do stuff, usually it's for business or over some broad that everybody done smashed through. This is sad, man. This is just the reality of most guys under the age of 30. Lifeless.
Yeah. And Omar, as we are waiting to learn more about the investigation and what authorities are finding out about the suspect, have we learned anything new about those 3 victims?
Not much. Very tight-lipped. We do know that they were in that van because they were in custody. They were detained as part of recent ICE operations in the Dallas area. As we mentioned, 3 were hit. 3 were hit, and 1 was killed. The Mexican consulate has said that one of the injured that was in that vehicle was a Mexican citizen, but for the other 2, we don't know. They're at a local hospital, but even the local hospital is being very tight-lipped about the patients there.
I mean, do you blame them? Oh my God. So yeah, this is the current state that we're in right now. It's like these young men are in crises, and this is pretty much average men. Average men are suffering these type of things. These are dwellers on mainly like Reddit. It's like incel type behavior. These guys are crashing out. They're on Reddit all day. They're jacking off, looking at porn all the time. It's just, these guys need some more hobbies. They need hobbies. They're bored. A lot of them are trust fund babies. They refuse to work jobs. Mind you, this guy had a few jobs. He was active in the workforce, but apparently it wasn't enough. Anyway, this is Kylie Vale. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.